This video is sponsored by SeatGeek. Yo guys, it's almost that time of year. In a little over a month, the NBA season will officially get underway, meaning that we as fans will be able to go to the games and watch our favorite teams play once again, and the best way to do that is by using SeatGeek. They are the best and pretty much the only way at this point to buy tickets to go see games or any other live events. So when you do buy your first tickets, make sure that you use the promo code SDC to receive $20 off your first order. I'll have the link so you can download the app down in the description box below. Yo, what is up guys? It's me, exactly. LeBron James is already getting some of his new teammates on the Los Angeles Lakers ready for what is to come this upcoming season. Alright, so yesterday, Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka gave us the inside scoop on some things that have been going on within the organization for the Los Angeles Lakers over the past couple of days, including an exchange that LeBron James had with one of his teammates during a practice after one of his teammates failed to catch one of his passes. According to Rob Pelinka, a teammate dropped LeBron's pass the other day because he didn't expect it, leading to this exchange. LeBron, man, do you like your nose, player? Yeah, LeBron will get your hands ready or I'm going to break your nose. I mean, LeBron does be throwing some passes at blistering speeds, so it's gonna take the Lakers a little bit of time to get used to that, and even catching it, I'm sure their hands might sting the first few times they catch one of LeBron's bullet passes. But of course, that's not the only thing that Rob Pelinka spilled the beans on. That was just the small fry that I decided to get out of the way first. As he also said that Lonzo Ball has done exactly what both he and Magic Johnson have asked him to do this summer. First of all, get healthy, and second of all, work on his strength, developing his body, getting stronger so that he doesn't get hurt as much next season, also so he doesn't get bullied by stronger point guards. With Lonzo, of course, he hasn't been able to play 5-on-5 basketball because he had to have a scope on his knee, but just the way he stayed dedicated to reshaping his body and making sure that if he's playing against a really strong point guard like a Russell Westbrook who's going to come at him with his aggressive nature and give him a bump, Lonzo will be able to take it or even bump back, and you'll see that in his physique. So there's all of that, and that was just another small fry that we had to get out of the way, because do you guys remember a few days ago or last week when LeBron James was hesitant about calling the Los Angeles Lakers a championship contender just yet, since this team hasn't even played a single game together? Well, Rob Pelinka definitely doesn't have the same approach to that question as LeBron James, and so when he was asked does he view the Los Angeles Lakers as championship contenders, this is what he had to say. I think it depends on how you define success. There is one goal, and we've talked about that. It's to win a championship. We're going to play for that this year. Our fans, Jeannie, Magic, Luke, and I, that's our goal, to win a championship every year. And then head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers, Luke Walton, was also asked the same exact question, whether or not he believes the Los Angeles Lakers are already championship contenders, and this is what he had to say. September 7th? Probably not, but I do think come April, come playoff months, I think absolutely we are. It takes time. You never just put a team together and they're instantly a championship contender, but that's what the regular season is going to be all about this year. And that's what these guys coming in every day, playing together and getting to know each other and lifting weights together is about. So I think by the time the season comes and goes and we get towards the playoffs, if all goes the way we plan on, then I believe we truly are. I like that answer a lot. Like, that was a spot on answer by Luke Walton. And who knows, just who knows, crazier things have happened, so maybe, just maybe, the Lakers are able to do the same thing that only the Celtics, I believe, in NBA history have been able to do, and that is go from not even making the playoffs to winning the NBA championship the very next year. With everything that's happened this summer, something that I honestly forgot about was the Oklahoma City Thunder getting Dennis Schroeder. Now, of course, I remember that they got rid of Carmelo Anthony, but I legit forgot that they added Dennis Schroeder to their roster until I saw this article. And this is a move that I still can't believe that they were able to pull off, and it's going to help the Thunder immensely. And not only the Thunder, but it could do wonders for the career of Dennis Schroeder as well, as he recently said that he hopes that he can learn something from playing alongside Russell Westbrook. I don't know how he does it, to be honest. I watch every game. How he plays, how he approaches every game is insane. I want to learn. Well, this worked out extremely well for the last guy who studied under Russell Westbrook. He went from being a player kind of like Dennis Schroeder, where, you know, he's a good young player, one of those fringe all-star young players, maybe not the brightest young player in the NBA, but a good capable young player who could start in many other teams. We went from something like that to becoming a legit star after just 1 year of learning under Russell Westbrook. And of course, here I'm talking about Victor Oladipo. So maybe if Dennis Schroeder studies the same thing, gets just as fired up from watching Westbrook work as Oladipo did, then his future could be bright. So study up, Mr. Schroeder. And speaking of point guards, I'm sure the Phoenix Suns wouldn't mind having Dennis Schroeder on their roster right about now, since it's only a month before the season starts and they're still trying to find a starting point guard. Forget about the season starting, there's only days before training camp starts and they're still trying to find a starting point guard. That's not good. And that being the case, the Phoenix Suns have lowered their expectations and what they are looking for in terms of a starting point guard. A few days ago, they were looking for a guy like Damian Lillard, Kemba Walker, or even Terry Rozier, an up-and-coming point guard in the Boston Celtics. But now, like I said, they have lowered those expectations quite a bit, as we are now getting reports that the Suns are targeting 3 different players, being Corey Joseph from the Indiana Pacers, Patrick Beverley from the LA Clippers, or Spencer Dinwiddie from the Brooklyn Nets. And I do think either Beverley or Dinwiddie would be nice additions for the Phoenix Suns. Corey Joseph, not as much, since we all know that his best role in the NBA is coming out the bench, and I can't imagine Phoenix Suns fans being anywhere near excited that they traded for Corey Joseph and he has to be their starting point guard. But Patrick Beverley would be nice because he has veteran experience, can help with the Suns defense, and can knock down some threes. Spencer Dinwiddie is a younger player who was up and coming, improved massively last season, so you know there will be excitement to see how he could mesh and if he could become even better this upcoming season. So I think either one of those two guys would be really solid additions for the Phoenix Suns. And finally, something that caused a little bit of a stir up yesterday was when Anthony Davis announced that he had just fired his agent. And after this happened, of course, some fans immediately said, well, that means Anthony Davis is gone, he wants out of New Orleans. And it got even crazier when we found out what agent Anthony Davis is rumoredly going to be signing with. Rich Paul, aka Mr. Clutch Sports, aka one of the agents that works with LeBron James in Clutch Sport, which is basically LeBron James' agency. So when people heard of Anthony Davis possibly going with Clutch Sports, they thought, well, that means Anthony Davis is for sure headed to the Los Angeles Lakers. Even Bill Simmons thought so, and this guy is a die-hard Celtics fan who has been pleading for Anthony Davis to go to the Celtics for forever. So when he heard about this yesterday, he couldn't help himself from tweeting out this: if AD is going to Clutch, and it seems like he is, the Lakers should just start selling AD jerseys right now. So yeah, surprise, surprise everyone, the Anthony Davis rumors are back, and I personally am not convinced by any of this at all, since I don't think Anthony Davis letting go one of his former agents means that he wants out of New Orleans. He could have fired him for numerous reasons that had nothing to do with this at all. But that being said, the rumors and speculation sure will be fun to follow for the next, well, until a trade deadline again. Anyways, that is gonna do it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and smack that like button and subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with everything that goes on in the NBA. Thank you once again for watching, though. You guys already know that you are the real MVPs. And until next time, I'm out of here. Peace.